Hello everybody, it is Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yugioh VRains video. It's been nice to be off for a week after I did my Arc 5 Bonanza week, but I am back making videos, and we have gotten some really interesting information regarding Yugioh VRains, regarding the plot, just some additional plot details that gives us more confirmation, as actually Yugioh organization put it, that the Knights of Hanoi and Yusaku are not the only ones going to be involved in the major storyline, so it seems. So here is the article. I will read it to you. I'll give my thoughts, and I hope to hear from you guys in the comments below. I will talk to you guys in the comments below. And I will talk briefly about what they discussed over in LABO on Wednesday. I watched it live, but I wasn't going to cover it because nothing big, as I expected, nothing big came out of it, so I really wasn't planning to cover it. I'm probably going to cover it this week because I feel like we might get a little more new information. We did get some information, which I'll go over at the end of this, so this will just be a Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains discussion video, and I do hope to hear from you guys down below. So here we go. In Den City, a city that has developed its network system, a certain company called SOL Technology Incorporated, who with their advanced network technology has constructed a virtual reality space called VRains. In VRains, a mysterious group of hackers called the Knights of Hanoi have appeared, who hack systems using duels. So we kind of already knew that, nothing really too new there. There is one duelist who stands against the might of their threat. His name is Playmaker. Playmaker's true identity is that of a certain high school student, Fujiki Yusaku, who struggles to find out the truth of what happened in the past, and amid this struggle, Yusaku manages to capture a mysterious AI program being sought after by both SOL Technology and the Knights of Hanoi. In doing so, the gears of fate begin to turn. The true identity of this mystery AI, that is the real goal of the Knights of Hanoi and VRains, and the truth of Yusaku's past, all the answers lie within VRains. So the first paragraph we kind of already knew. There was really nothing new there. But then the second and that final paragraph, that final mini paragraph, really only 2 or 3 sentences, that is where the really interesting information lies. So the AI program, I would bet you so much money that it is this robot. We've kind of theorized, what this life form could be. I never really went too deep into it because I felt like it was going to be either a very minor thing or it was going to be something maybe we'd know before the show started. And that, there's no confirmation that these are the same things, but I'm pretty sure that, they made such a big deal out of this. They put it on the initial cover promo, and now they're talking about an AI program that Yusaku has captured that not only the Knights of Hanoi are after, but SOL Technology is also after. And if they can kind of pull off, because I know I praise the Dark Signers arc a lot in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, which in my opinion is still one of the best arcs in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! And the reason I like that arc so much is because you have the threat of the Dark Signers, and you also have the Arcadia movement. And if the Knights of Hanoi are going to be like the Arcadia movement, and the SOL Technology group is going to be kind of like the Dark Signers, and you have all of those groups clashing together, that would be incredible. I love when there's multiple factions, multiple evil factions going after things. And you wonder if maybe the Knights of Hanoi aren't all that bad, or SOL Technology's intentions at first maybe aren't all that bad, and Yusaku is going to team up with one of them to defeat the other. That could be a potential plot line. There's a lot of different ways this can go, but I'm glad that we have multiple factions here competing. We have the faction of Yusaku. We don't even know the role that Aoi and Go, who are the 2 other characters we've been introduced to, are going to play in this, and hopefully they do play, especially Aoi, a pretty major role. But the fact that we're going to have a group, SOL Technology, and a group, the Knights of Hanoi, both going after it. Now, maybe the Knights of Hanoi work under SOL Technology. I don't believe so because, it wouldn't say after, it's being sought after by both SOL Technology and the Knights of Hanoi. If the Knights of Hanoi were a group under SOL, you would think that they would kind of say that here. Maybe they will be. Maybe that'll be kind of a plot twist down the road. And then another very interesting part of this is Yusaku's past. What is going on here with Fujiki Yusaku's past? Because it's going to be weird that he already beat this group. He already beat the Knights of Hanoi. So why are they, it's just going to be interesting because we're going to get flashbacks, you would figure. So those flashbacks of Yusaku dueling the Knights of Hanoi are probably going to be kind of strange just because we've never really seen a theme like that. And what I mean by that is, like, imagine we saw flashbacks of Signers versus Dark Signers battles, and or we saw maybe flashbacks of, well, I guess we kind of did see it of Baryons and Astral World, but then again, Yuma was the main character of Zexal. It wasn't Astral, and that was kind of not a minor plot point, but it wasn't what I mean? It wasn't Yuma defeating the Baryons, and then that whole thing kind of starting over. So, if Yusaku's already beaten the Knights of Hanoi, what new tactics are they going to have that is going to be able to overcome Yusaku from their perspective, or are they just going to fail again? Maybe that's where SOL technology comes in. Maybe they're going to help out the knights. Who really knows? And why is this AI program so important? Does it contain, maybe is it like Yugioh's pendulum, which never really came, to fruition in terms of being anything relevant, but maybe it's like Yuma's, the key that Yuma had. Maybe it's something along those lines. Maybe it's like Yugi's puzzle. Maybe it's something that connects Yusaku with whatever happened in his past, and maybe the knights are after it because using that information they'll be able to take down Yusaku. Maybe it's the same reason SOL technology is after it, and the reason Yusaku has it is because he wants to find out about his past, and is his past going to come back to haunt him? One of my favorite quotes, and this is so true in real life: you can never escape your past. And I know that's a dark and depressing quote. Unfortunately, it's such a true quote. I've experienced it myself in, personal situations so much. You can never escape your past, and you wonder if that is going to be kind of a theme here with Yusaku Fujiki, with Yugioh VRains. A lot of really, really interesting stuff, guys. I cannot wait to hear from you all down below. So here's what we got in LABO. We really just got pictures of Den City. This is Den City regular, and then we have a picture of Den City in VR. So the VR world is not like a portal that you enter that takes you to an entire another dimension. The VR world is literally, I guess, you put on a button and you're still in the real world. It's like, it reminds me a lot of Times Square actually in New York. I live, right by New York, so I'm in Times Square quite a bit, and it just reminds me of that feel where you have the building and you have the, the two streets kind of connecting from, downtown, and it's very similar, and I wonder if that's the feel they were going for. But it's like if you were in Times Square and you hit this button and then you entered VR, but you're not leaving the real world. So that's kind of interesting because VR can mean a lot of different things, and that's what they mean by it. So that's probably the most interesting thing that came out of LABO this week. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know all your thoughts and theories. I'm sure we're going to have a lot down below. We still do not have a release date for VRains, and that worries me. LABO did again say May, but the longer they go without confirming an official release date, the more and more likely, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, the more and more likely we might get another delay. It might be pushed to June or July. So hopefully in next LABO, they confirm a release date. If they don't, I would not be surprised if there's another delay. Obviously, there's some production issue going on. We'll probably never know what it is. Hopefully, there's not another delay, but we do not have word on an official release date yet. So thank you all for watching. Johan, Anime vs. Manga Analysis will be out tomorrow. I thought it would be out today, but this news came out, and I was kind of busy today, running around taking care of some things. My phone broke last night, so I did get that fixed today. But everything's good now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you down below.
Of the emeralds and gems, stay knuckled up in a deep cut. I'm seeing skulls that burn, they trying to throw me off. Avoiding my luck, I'm feeling kinda stuck. Don't call me Knuckles, give me the box.